This video is a walkthrough of how to complete evaluation actions in the Perform system. To begin, let's go over how to find the forms you will use for your self-evaluation. Once you have logged in, go to My Folder, Tasks. You should see your self-evaluation forms for the entire year. As a teacher, you're responsible for completing forms to self-evaluate yourself on goals, as well as score yourself on core competencies and the teaching strategies framework rubrics. To complete the forms assigned to you, click on Go to Form for the task that you want to complete. Let's walk through the fall forms together. Let's start with goal attainment. First, you should note that this goal attainment form has been pre-populated with your goals as well as their specific benchmarks and milestones as relevant. To complete this form, you want to score each goal using the established criteria. For each goal, you are also required to include any available evidence that supports your self-rating score. Should you want to insert a document as part of your evidence, click Command-K, insert the link that you want to include, and click OK. You'll see the finished product of my having done so here. You will complete these steps for each goal. Once you hit Save Progress at the bottom of the form, you will see your overall self-evaluation form calculate at the very bottom. Note, until you are certain you are finished with this form, you should continue to click Save Progress to save your work. Once you click Save and Submit, your manager will have visibility into this form, and you will no longer be able to edit it without contacting them to unlock it. So save this step until you know that you're done. Now let's move on to the core competencies form. This form contains the entire core competency rubric. To complete this form, you will need to provide a 1 to 4 rating for each indicator within the competency. Once you have done that for each of the indicators in the competency, you will be asked if you should earn a level 5 on that competency. Remember that in order to receive a level 5, all of your indicator ratings for that competency would have had to have been 4s, and you would also need to have met the additional level 5 descriptors for that competency. Lastly, you will be asked to provide any supporting narrative and links to documentation or data to support your competency level ratings. Just as in the goals form, to insert a link into a document, you must go to the place where you want to link the document, click Command-K, paste the link into the URL that you want to include, and click OK. You will go through the same exercise for each of the 6 competencies. You will only see a score at the bottom of the form after you have clicked Save Progress. Note, just like in the prior goal attainment form, once you hit Save and Submit, your manager will have visibility into the form, and you will no longer be able to edit it without contacting them to unlock it. Remember, save this step until you know that you are done. Let's move on to this Teaching Strategies Framework form. This form contains the entire TSF rubric. To complete this form, you will need to provide a rating of 1 through 4 for each teacher action and each student action for each indicator. Once you have done that for each of the indicators in the competency, you will be asked if you should earn a level 5 on that competency. Remember that in order to receive a level 5, all of your indicator ratings for that competency should have been 4s, and you should meet the additional level 5 descriptors for the competency. You also have the option of providing supporting narrative and any links to documentation or data to support your competency level rating. Just as in the other forms, to insert a link to a document, you go to the place where you want to link it, click Command K, copy or paste your URL, and click OK. You will go through this exercise for each of the 4 TSF competencies. Just like in the other forms, you will not see any score calculations for any of the competencies until you click Save Progress at the bottom of the form. Once you have done so, you will also see the overall self-evaluation score. Just like in all the other forms, make sure and save and submit until you know you are fully done with the form. Once you click Save and Submit, your manager will have visibility into your self-evaluation, and you will no longer be able to edit the form without contacting them to unlock it. Now let's talk about the evaluation form that your manager will complete. Once your manager has completed their evaluation of you, your evaluation form will appear in Perform for you to review. You should also receive an email letting you know that it's ready. To locate your manager's evaluation of you, click on My folder, History. Then you can click View to view your evaluation. Now, lastly, how do you know when you're done with your self-evaluation? You're done when you have completed each form and clicked Save and Submit. You will also no longer see these forms as tasks on your screen. So here you see I only have spring forms left. You can also go back to check to make sure they are complete by going back to your history screen to check that they are all there. So here you see your goal attainment, your fall TSF self-reflections, and core competency self-reflections, as well as your fall evaluation from your manager.